Hey Flosstube. Hello Crafty friends. It's Monday. It's late on Monday. It is actually 5 o'clock on Monday afternoon and I'm very crooked, so pardon me while I straighten this up. I only have a few minutes to catch you up to date today. Today was a whirlwind crazy day. I got a phone call on Saturday right after I uploaded Saturday's video from the veterinary clinic in Guelph. I don't know many of you, I promise this is a channel about cross stitch, but many of you know Luna, our dog, has been having issues since we adopted her with an infection in her paw. And basically we had, our vet clinic had run out of options for us and had recommended that they refer us to a veterinary dermatologist. And we are about an hour and a half away from a very, very well-known college of veterinarians. And so usually in southwestern Ontario at least, or all over the province, if you have trouble with your animals that's you know, you're having trouble resolving, the recommendation is usually to go and see a specialist in Guelph. So they actually called me on Saturday and we spoke briefly, and they decided that they wanted to see her, even though at the moment, you know, they were only taking emergency cases and doing telehealth for all other issues. They deemed that, you know, letting her paw, and also actually she has another secondary infection in a rather more sensitive area, but it was all apparently part and parcel. So yesterday I spent a good chunk of time filling out a whole bunch of online forms and information that they needed, and then today I had to drive to Guelph, and I haven't driven I haven't gone out of the house in quite a while, so the prospect of driving was you know, I thought, oh, I haven't driven in ages, so that was a bit weird to get back into the truck. And of course, you know, everything was sort of curbside service. They met me, it happened over the phone. You know, I pulled him into the parking lot, the vet tech spoke with me on the phone for 10 minutes, then we met at the door, and she slipped a lead over Luna's neck, and I took my lead off, and they took her in, and the vet examined her, and then the vet called me on the phone while I waited in the car. So all in all, it took about an hour in Guelph, and then I had to drive all the way home, another hour and a half home. And the weather today, the weather this afternoon, we actually had a special weather warning in effect for high winds, and some were even saying that we might get a, what do they call it, a bomb cyclone or something like that. It sounds like a really scary thing, but it's not what, you know what I mean. So Sam, hi Sam, if you're watching, don't be scared. It wasn't that kind of a scary thing. It's a weather event they give a special name to, where it means really, really high winds. And you can have these wind gusts that can, you know, shake loose branches off of trees, and so you just have to be a little bit careful. And I was driving home during these wind gusts, and so I took the long way home so that I could go the slow route instead of the highway, which to get back to London from Guelph is the 401, which, as most Ontarians will know, is a normally rather very busy highway. But you know, at the moment it's not terribly busy, though there are, of course, lots of trucks, lots of truckers doing amazing work, delivering everything that we need, and combine that with high winds, and I just thought, just go the slow route. So that's what I was doing most of today. And I took everything with me. I took my camera, I took my stitching, I took my book, and I took my everything that I had, and I thought, oh, I'll record Flosstube in the car today. I didn't even have time to do that. I literally didn't even have time to record 5 minutes of Flosstube in the car, between talking, you know, on the phone to all of these people, and then John wanted to message and know what was going on, and it was a bit of a very exciting day. So what's up with Luna? In a nutshell, he thinks that she has he thinks that the basis of all of her problems are probably related to food allergies, and that this has been an issue that's probably been going on for a really long time that no one did anything about. And so she developed these infections. It's a bacterial infection combined with a yeast infection. And even though I've never seen her really have a sort of, you know, dogs can get this sort of licking habit, she doesn't seem to do that. But he said she's probably a closet licker. When you go to sleep or something, she's probably licking at it. So right now she is actually licking her paws, but she's cleaning the other paws, not the one that's sore. So my funny dog probably has a food allergy. We have to switch her food. We have to be really careful any kind of treats that we give her. For the next couple of weeks, it's just going to be salmon and potato dog food. That's it. It can't have any wheat. It can't have any dairy. It can't have any of anything else in it. So, but apparently the food that we can feed her, you can get at the grocery store. So that's a plus to my, for my wallet. So no treats other than plain cooked white potato for poor Luna, and a couple of, actually 3 different medications that she will be receiving over the course of the next, I think it goes on for about 6 weeks. And then in 8 weeks, we have a telehealth veterinary appointment scheduled so that Dr. Yu can discuss her prognosis and how she's doing with us. He was really nice. He was really nice, and I could tell that he really liked Luna. So it was a very good experience, and I felt like, you know, he took good care of her. He really took the time to find out what was going on, and he did a special test where he looked at the stuff under the microscope and all that good stuff. Okay, so there you go. 7 minutes on my dog. I am going to talk about cross stitch now, but only for a little bit, because my family is going to be clamoring for dinner in about 5 minutes. So very briefly, because this weekend, you know, kind of, you know, there was a lot of cooking involved. There was a lot of family time involved, as it should be when you're trying to have a little holiday together, even if it's just the 4 of us. And so I chose one project to sort of work on when I had a few moments here and there. So it was Miss Bingley's library, and I think I showed this on Saturday where I was at, and I said I was going to try and install the second window over here, and I did. So I managed to install a second window. I also finished the door. I finished the door completely, and I did a little bit more of the wall in the white there, and that was it. I meant to work on the gray sock, and I just didn't. It just completely didn't appeal to me at all. I finished the red stripe on my Christmas sock, but that's so boring to show you again today, because literally it was three rounds of red knitting on my sock. That's it. Not even, you know, I didn't even get to the next color on the row, so that's boring to show you. Oh, I finished the little crab on my Friendship Quaker, the Dying to Stitch pattern, Crown and Thistle, was that? I'm going to show you that tomorrow so that I can give you a proper view of my stitching there, because I think I might work on that a little bit more tonight. It's so pretty. So I finished the crab. I also finished the little bird that's up to just to the right hand side of it, and then I did a little bit more work on the diamond snowflake motifs. But again, I'm going to save that to tomorrow. I'll share it tomorrow. Oh, and I knit a row of Sarah's Afghan. That was it. So, not too bad. Can you hear the wind? That's the wind. It's really quite powerful right now. So, and the daffodils are fully opened, even the ones that live mostly in the shade. They're all opened. The snow melted after a day, and you know, the daffodils are, not the daffodils, excuse me. The magnolia is taking its time, and I really hope that it goes nice and slowly over the next few weeks, because the problem with the magnolia and a warm early spring is that if it if it opens too fast, Canadian weather is so unpredictable. It is not out of the ordinary for us to get a hard frost or snow in May. And if all of the buds, if all of the blooms have flowered and have opened, they die. And then I'm stuck with a giant, ugly, brown, droopy tree until the green leaves come in. And it's always very sad looking because it's a really, really big tree. What I'll do tomorrow is at the beginning of the video, I'll pan so you can see the size of the whole tree. It doesn't look very big until it starts to bloom. And then when you see all the blooms that are on it, you get a good idea of the size of it. And we have pruned that thing substantially a number of times. We've lived in this house for about almost, yeah, it's been 16 years now. Sarah was 2 and she's turning, oh my gosh, she's turning 19. So I gotta check my math there. I think my math is wrong, but we've lived here for quite a while, and that magnolia is one of my favorite parts of this time of year. So that's it for me. We are having leftovers for dinner tonight because I cooked a massive turkey dinner last night for just the 4 of us, and I still have leftover meatloaf from the night before that. So tonight's kind of a choose your own adventure when it comes to dinner, and the kids can pick and choose what they like. And I can pick and choose what I like. I think I'm gonna go back for more turkey though. I think it's gonna be another turkey dinner night because it was awfully good. Okay, and Luna is right here beside me. I think she's hoping for more dinner. But John went out to the grocery store to pick up her new food and milk because we were completely out of milk. So let's hope he comes home with both. Wish me luck. Happy stitching, everybody. Thank you for checking in with me every day. I hope you are well. I hope that you have some time tonight to do a little bit of stitching, and I will check in with you again tomorrow. Take care, everybody. You guys, I forgot one very important thing. And in fact, it was the one thing that all day I couldn't wait to tell you about. And then in typical Caroline fashion, I sat down and just started yakking away and neglected to tell you the most important thing that I had to tell you today. So I hope you're still with me. There is a very special giveaway today because Monday. I mentioned last week that I wasn't going to be doing the giveaway charts for the next little while because of mailing things out, but our friend Gail Bello has very, very kindly offered a very special Because Monday giveaway for today. And if you want to find out what that giveaway is, hop over to the Facebook group Friday Off the Grid, and I'm gonna as soon as this video goes up, I'm going to put the post up there and I'll tag Gail in it so that she can see too. And then if you leave us a comment there on that post, you'll be entered in this week's Because Monday giveaway. And Gail was so sweet. She messaged me last week about this and she said that, and you know, we can all use a little bit of extra kindness. So this was her way of sharing a little bit of extra sunshine, sparkle, and kindness and happiness. What else can I throw in there? Unicorns and sparkles and sprinkles and cupcakes and chocolate for sure. So head on over to the Facebook group and leave us a comment there. And that really is it. And I hopefully I haven't made you completely seasick with this little extra video here. And I really have to go and get dinner ready now. Okay, bye everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.